Hey there, Sigmas. We all know that the world tends to fall into two categories, those who follow the crowd and those who lead it. But you're different. You're the lone wolf who doesn't just lead, you carve your own path. And that's why today we're diving deep into 6 reasons why Sigma males are the furthest thing from normal. But why does this matter? Why should we care about the Sigma male? Because understanding this archetype can help us understand ourselves and those around us better. It can challenge our preconceived notions about success, happiness, and personal fulfillment. It can inspire us to question the societal norms we often accept without thought and encourage us to forge our own unique paths. So, are you ready to delve into the captivating world of Sigma males? Let's get started. We'll be examining key traits that set Sigma males apart, debunking common myths, and shedding light on what it truly means to walk the path less traveled. Whether you identify as a Sigma, know someone who does, or are simply intrigued by this unique archetype, there's something in this exploration for everyone. Stay tuned and prepare to see the world, and perhaps even yourself, through a different lens. Our first reason why Sigma males are anything but ordinary is their unique relationship with solitude. Unlike many who fear the silence, the quiet, the absence of constant chatter and social interaction, Sigma males seek it out. They thrive in it. They bask in the peace that solitude offers, like a sunflower turning towards the sun. Picture this: a Sigma male spending a quiet evening at home, engrossed in a thought-provoking novel, or perhaps absorbed in a solitary hobby. The world outside might be hustling and bustling, but inside, he's in his element. He's content, he's at peace, he's energized. Why, you might ask? It's simple, really. Sigma males understand the value of solitude. They see it as an opportunity to recharge, to reflect, and to reconnect with themselves. They appreciate the serenity that solitude brings, the clarity it offers, the space it creates for personal growth and self-discovery. For them, solitude is not about isolation. It's about introspection. It's not about loneliness. It's about self-awareness. It's not about being antisocial. It's about being self-sufficient. They don't need the constant validation of others to feel worthy. They don't need to be part of a crowd to feel included. They don't need to be constantly engaged in social activities to feel alive. Instead, they find life in their solitude. They find worth in their independence. They find inclusion in their self-sufficiency. They find excitement in their inner world. They find peace in their solitude. So, while the world may view solitude as something to be avoided, Sigma males see it as something to be embraced. They don't just tolerate solitude, they thrive in it. They don't just survive in solitude, they flourish in it. For Sigma males, solitude isn't a punishment, it's a reward. It's not a sign of social ineptitude, it's a badge of honor. It's not a cause for concern, it's a cause for celebration. It's not a weakness, it's their strength. It's not their downfall, it's their secret superpower. And that's what sets Sigma males apart. That's what makes them anything but ordinary. That's what makes them extraordinary. That's what makes them Sigma. While many people crave validation and approval, Sigma males are far from this norm. They march to the beat of their own drum. This is not to be mistaken for arrogance or aloofness. Rather, it's a powerful affirmation of their individuality and self-worth. They don't need a pat on the back or a gold star to know they're doing well. They set their own standards, their own metrics for success, and they work towards those relentlessly. Take the example of a Sigma male at work. While others might be scrambling for the boss's attention, hoping to earn a nod of approval or a word of praise, the Sigma male is focused on his own tasks. He isn't concerned with how his performance is perceived by others. His primary concern is whether he is meeting his own expectations. whether he is staying true to his own values and principles. This extends to their personal lives too. In a world obsessed with social media likes and followers, Sigma males aren't swayed by the game of popularity. They don't seek validation from the number of likes on their posts or the number of followers they have. They don't change their opinions or compromise their authenticity to fit in or be accepted by the crowd. They are comfortable in their own skin, confident in their own beliefs. The approval they seek is from within. They are their own toughest critics and their own biggest cheerleaders. They take pride in their work, not because others appreciate it, but because they know they've given it their all. They celebrate their victories, not because the world is watching, but because they recognize their own effort and growth. Sigma males understand that seeking approval from others is like chasing a moving target. It's unpredictable and often unfulfilling. They know that the only consistent and reliable source of approval comes from within themselves. Sigma males know that the only approval they need is their own. Now that's a refreshing perspective, isn't it? Sigma males are known for their relentless curiosity, making them far from ordinary. Unlike the average Joe who might be content with surface-level knowledge, Sigma males have an insatiable thirst for understanding. They're not just interested in knowing the what or the how. They delve into the why. They're the ones who, as children, dismantled their toys just to see how they worked. And as adults, they're the ones who never stop asking questions. Imagine a Sigma male sitting in a quiet corner of a library, engrossed in a book that most people would find dry and daunting. He's not reading it because he has to. He's reading it because he wants to. He yearns to learn, to understand, to expand his horizons. His mind is a sponge, soaking up information, turning it over, examining it from all angles. Or consider a Sigma male at a museum, not just glancing at exhibits, but studying them, reading every plaque, pondering every artifact. He's not there to kill time or take selfies. He's there to learn, to understand, to connect the dots of human history and knowledge. Sigma males are not passive consumers of information. They are active seekers of knowledge. They don't just accept things at face value. They question, they probe, they dig deeper. They're often the ones who are up late at night, researching a new concept or exploring an unfamiliar field, driven by pure curiosity and a desire to know more. This relentless curiosity doesn't just make Sigma males more knowledgeable, it makes them more adaptable. They're able to navigate unfamiliar situations, solve complex problems, and think outside the box, simply because they understand in. They've taken the time to understand the world from many different angles. For Sigma males, the world is a fascinating place full of unanswered questions, and they're on a mission to find the answers. They don't just live in the world, they seek to understand it. And it's this relentless curiosity, this unquenchable thirst for knowledge, that sets Sigma males apart from the crowd. Another reason Sigma males break the mold is their fierce self-reliance. While many people lean on others for support or guidance, Sigma males prefer to depend on themselves. They are the epitome of resilience and independence, tackling life's challenges head-on, without the need for a cheering squad or a safety net. Imagine a Sigma male faced with a complex problem. Instead of immediately outsourcing the task or seeking help, he sees it as an opportunity to learn something new, to grow. He dives headfirst into the issue, researching, strategizing, and experimenting until he finds the perfect solution. And when he does, the sense of accomplishment is all the sweeter because he did it himself. This isn't to say Sigma males never ask for help. They understand the value of collaboration and aren't too proud to seek advice when needed. But their default setting is self-reliance. They know they have the tools and the tenacity to handle whatever comes their way. They trust in their abilities, their judgment, and their instincts. Consider a Sigma male who encounters a roadblock in his career. He doesn't wait for his boss to spoon-feed him a solution or for a mentor to hold his hand. Instead, he takes initiative, learning new skills, seeking constructive feedback, and pushing himself to overcome the obstacle. His self-reliance drives him to evolve, to become better, stronger, more competent. The beauty of self-reliance is that it breeds confidence. Sigma males know they can rely on themselves, and this knowledge empowers them. It gives them the courage to step out of their comfort zone, to take risks, to chase their dreams with unwavering determination. In a world where people often depend on others to make decisions, solve problems, or validate their worth, Sigma males stand apart. They are self-sufficient, resourceful, and resilient. They don't just survive on their own, they thrive. Sigma males know that if you want something done right, it's best to do it yourself. Now that's a powerful mindset. While many people are driven by competition, Sigma males are driven by something entirely different. Society often pushes us into a rat race, where everyone is scrambling to get ahead of each other. But Sigma males, they don't partake in this race. Instead, they're engrossed in their own marathon, where the only competitor is themselves. Imagine the scene. People around you are constantly comparing their achievements, their possessions, their status, with those around them. It's a never-ending cycle of one-upmanship that fuels anxiety and dissatisfaction. But in the midst of all this, there's the Sigma male, focused and unperturbed, working on his own projects, pursuing his own passions. He's not interested in what others are doing. He's too busy improving himself and reaching his own goals. Now, this doesn't mean Sigma males are not ambitious. Far from it. They're just not interested in competing with others. Their ambitions are personal, their goals are self-set, and their satisfaction comes from their own progress, not from outdoing someone else. Consider this example. A Sigma male might be an entrepreneur working on a unique business idea. He's not worried about what his competitors are doing. He's not trying to steal their customers or copy their strategies. Instead, he's focused on making his own business the best it can be, on its own terms. He's competing with his past self, always striving to do better than he did yesterday. What's more, Sigma males extend this non-competitive attitude to their personal lives as well. They don't compare their lives with others. They don't feel the need to keep up with the Joneses. Instead, they value their own journey, their own experiences, their own growth. Sigma males know that the only person they should be competing with is themselves. That's a game changer, don't you think? Our final reason why Sigma males are far from ordinary is their independent thinking. Sigma males don't just accept things at face value. They are the questioners, the ponderers, the ones who look at the world with an analytical eye. They are not content with just going with the flow or accepting the status quo. Consider this: a Sigma male in a meeting listening to a proposed plan. While everyone else is nodding and agreeing, the Sigma male is the one asking, "But have we considered this?" Or, "What if we tried it this way instead?" They are not afraid to question, to probe, or to suggest something completely out of left field. It's not about being contrarian for the sake of it. It's about seeking the best solution, even if it's not the most obvious one. Let's take another example. A Sigma male looking at a common problem. While most people would just accept the conventional wisdom, the Sigma male is the one wondering, is there a better way to do this? They are the innovators, the inventors, the ones who are not afraid to tear up the rule book and start from scratch. They don't just think outside the box. They question why the box is there in the first place. But what's truly extraordinary about Sigma males is that their independent thinking doesn't come from a place of arrogance or superiority. It comes from a genuine desire to understand, to learn, and to improve. They're not trying to prove they are smarter than everyone else. They are simply not afraid to think for themselves, to forge their own path, and to challenge the accepted norms. And this, dear listeners, is why Sigma males are so far from ordinary. They don't just follow the crowd. They don't just accept what's given to them. They question, they ponder, they innovate. Sigma males aren't just thinking outside the box. They're redesigning the box entirely. As we've seen, Sigma males are a breed apart. They are the solitary wolves, thriving in their own company, finding peace in solitude rather than seeking constant companionship. They are the self-sufficient mavericks who do not court the approval of others but set their own standards of excellence. Where many are afraid to tread, Sigma males venture boldly. They are relentlessly curious, with their minds always open to new ideas and experiences. This insatiable curiosity is a driving force that propels them to continuously grow and learn. What sets Sigma males apart from the rest is their self-reliance. They are not reliant on others for their happiness or success. They are their own greatest resource, solving their problems and meeting their needs with an admirable independence. This self-reliance extends to their emotional well-being as well. They do not seek validation from outside sources, but find contentment within themselves. Sigma males are not guided by a competitive spirit. They do not measure their worth by comparing themselves to others. Instead, they focus on their personal growth and development. They are in a league of their own, competing only with their past selves, striving to be better today than they were yesterday. Lastly, Sigma males are independent thinkers. They do not blindly follow the crowd, but form their own opinions and beliefs. They question, they ponder, and they come to their own conclusions. This critical thinking and independence set them apart in a world where many simply accept what they are told without question. In a world that often values conformity, Sigma males stand out by simply being themselves. They do not fit into the typical molds society has created. They are unique, they are different, and they are proud of it. And that's truly extraordinary.